Hello and welcome. My name is Peace Mitchell and I'm co-founder of Women Changing the World Press. Before we begin today, I would like to pay my respects to the traditional owners of the land that I live and work on, the Mamu people. And I would also like to pay my respects to traditional owners and elders, past and present, right across Australia and the Torres Strait. Well, I'm very excited to be here today celebrating the launch of our new book, Authenticity and Action. And I'm extra excited to have one of my fellow co-authors joining me, Yona. Please join me on stage, Yona.
Hi, Peace. I've got my book also.
Yay. So good, Yona. So, Yona, for people who haven't met you before, I would love you to introduce yourself and tell us a bit about you and the work that you do.
Yeah, thanks, Peace. Thanks so much for having me. Hi, everyone. I'm Yona Signo. I'm a multi-passionate mum in business, business optimization consultant, and a certified human design reader. I support heart-led women and mums in aligning life and business by blending strategy, systems, and self-awareness. So my work it's really about creating harmony, helping women grow sustainably, delegate confidently, and avoid burnout by living and working in alignment with who they truly are. So for me, it's like when we lead with authenticity, we don't just build successful businesses. We create that ripple effect of impact in our families, our communities, and in the world around us. Thanks, Peace.
I love that, Yona. So, Yona, your chapter is called Harmony by Design. Can you tell us what this means?
Yes. Oh my God. I was really contemplating this chapter title. I changed it a couple of times, but then I reached Harmony by Design and I really love it. It's my approach to, helping women, especially mums in business like me, create a sustainable and authentic success by aligning life and work with their natural energy. And so that's really built on that foundation of human design that I was briefly spoke about. So it's about that self-awareness. It's a self-awareness system. So for those who don't know what human design is, it's a self-awareness system that blends together ancient wisdom as well as modern science to create a unique energetic blueprint. And it shows like how we're all designed to make decisions, how we use our energy, how we communicate, and basically how we thrive. And through Harmony by Design, I help women understand their human design and use it practically in motherhood, in business, and life in general. So they start to stop forcing and start flowing. And, what we really want to avoid, which is to avoid burnout.
I love that, Yona. And a theme that came up in your chapter, and you've just touched on it now as well, is alignment.
Yes.
Now, alignment differs for different people. Can you tell us more about alignment, what it is, and why it matters?
Yes, absolutely differs with everybody, with you and I and everybody around us. So for me, alignment really means living and leading in a way that truly feels true to you, like what you truly feel as your way of living and leading. So where our actions, our decisions, and our energy truly match with who we truly are. And yes, definitely, alignment looks different for everyone. So what feels energizing for you and I, and what feels fulfilling for one person might feel completely different and draining for another person. So that's the beauty about human design. It allows us to know more about our authentic self, and we then are able to honor what we're not, we're not meant to all follow the same path. So again, that's where that alignment comes in again. It allows us to honor our own unique path. And it's about, alignment isn't about perfection. It's about learning to listen to ourselves, to trust our inner authority, and to really honor our natural rhythm and our energy. So yeah, and it really makes us feel like we're flowing. We're not going against the grain. We're just going with the flow.
Oh, I love that so much. In your chapter, you talk about self-awareness and the fact
Yeah.
that sometimes um, the identity that we have isn't the same one that culturally we're expected to have. So
Yeah.
people have different expectations around
Yes.
who we're meant to be, and sometimes we have those expectations on ourselves because of
Yes.
that cultural upbringing that we've had. Can you
Yep.
talk to us more about this?
Yes, definitely. And I think one of the things that we talk about in human design is that conditioning and deconditioning. So often we grow up, trying to meet expectations of family, culture, school, society. But deep down inside, many of us, we tend to feel a bit disconnected of who we think we should be, as opposed to who we truly are. And so that self-awareness, it's so powerful, it's so crucial, because when we truly understand who we are, we understand our energy, we understand what motivates us, we understand our needs. And so we stop living for, validation, that external validation, and start living in alignment, because we know deep in our hearts, these are the things that, makes us happy. These are the things that makes us feel fulfilled. And so, human design, it gives that language for that inner truth to truly shine. And I think when you lead from that place, you experience more clarity, which then gives you more confidence and peace, which, then we can truly just be who we are. And I think if we're true to who we are, I think we're able to serve others, more in alignment, and just be fulfilled, because of it.
Yeah, I love that so much. In your chapter, you talk about your human design journey and how
Yeah.
you initially came across it around 5 years ago, and how it really helped you understand not only yourself, but your children as well. Can you tell us a
Yes.
bit about that journey?
Yes. It was actually quite interesting. It was more to do with me trying to understand myself, because of the little quirks that I had. And so discovering my own children's human design, it's been one of the most beautiful parts of the journey. And the most surprising, and the one I've really learned so much more as a parent, as a mum, and as a mum particularly for my children, my unique kids. And so it's really given me, like a deeper understanding how they're wired, their energy, how they process their emotions, how they learn, how they need to be supported. So how I can support them as my child, and how I can support them as their mother. And so instead of parenting from, that one size fits all type of model, now I get to really honor their uniqueness. So it's helped me become more patient, more present, more trusting of who they are becoming, and most of all, I get to raise them, and to love them for who they are. So it's not what the world is telling them; it's what the world is telling them they need to be. It's really giving them that stage and that support to allow them to become who they truly are.
That's so beautiful. I really love that. And I love that you have this structure and system that can help you support your children as well as they grow and become who they're meant to be, and help them to become their most authentic self as well.
Yes,
Um,
exactly.
yeah, there's a quote in your chapter, and you say, "For most of my life, I felt like something was wrong with me. I could never commit to just one thing. But
Yeah.
through human design, you realize that there wasn't actually something wrong with you." Can you tell us a bit more about this experience and what you learnt?
Yes, it's so true. Like I would, every time I describe my human design journey, that would always come out of my mouth. It was like I always thought there was something wrong with me, and I think there's a lot of people that will resonate with this, because a lot of us, especially for me, growing up, I would be like, I would, have this thing where I'm like, I can't, I like this and I like this also. And I want to do this and I want to do this also. So I was thinking, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? And then if I was done with something, I'd be like, no, I don't like that anymore. I'm done. And I could just close that chapter and just move on. And then my parents will be like, what? Wait, hang on a second. What's going on here? What's going on here? So it was always, I was always drawn to multiple passions, constantly shifting, evolving, exploring. And because of what society would talk about, being committed to just one thing, I then thought, oh gosh, there's something wrong with me. But then I found out I'm a manifesting generator in human design. So that was kind of like a little permission slip, so to speak. That's how I'm designed. So to follow what lights me up, to pivot when I need to, and to really grow through experience. So it's not that there's anything wrong with me. In actual fact, it was my superpower. So what once felt like a flaw, now it's actually my gift. So I see it in a whole different perspective. So I'm not actually meant to be a straight linear line. I'm meant to be dynamic. I'm meant to go, go with the flow and basically follow, what sparks joy from within. And so, yeah, I really embrace it now, and I embrace that with life and in business. So yeah, and after explaining that to my husband, he was like, and my parents also, they were like, yeah, okay, that's how you've always been. So it's really been like an enlightening conversation with, with the people that I love. So it's been such a fun journey.
Oh, I love that so much. And it helped you realize that everything did make sense and there wasn't
Yes.
something wrong with you at all. Well, thank you so much for being here and chatting with me today, Yona. I really enjoyed reading your chapter, and I've been learning more about human design myself as well, which I've also really loved. And I encourage everybody watching to go out and grab a copy of Authenticity and Action. You'll find it on our website at wcwpress.com. And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.